Episode 38. Bit of a downer, but it's okay.
The Real Estate Tailgate. Fellas, let's get right into it. David, Walter, let's get right into the Lions.
Yeah.
What a game, what a weekend.
Who are the Lions?
Wow.
Lions, I don't know.
There's a
what
lot
this
to talk
team is.
about, man.
No, man, you know I'm kidding, man. I love the Lions.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it, man. What do you guys think?
Let's
Wow.
get into it. Well,
So, Brian Branch, his appeal, he is suspended, so he's not playing Monday.
yep.
So that's done. I know everyone's mad about it. I don't know. I kind of liked it a little.
You mean what he did?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially after.
But yeah, not the suspension. I don't like that. But
No.
I get it. No, it's wrong. And if it was anyone else, I'd be going, that's Bush League, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? It's our team. And yeah, I don't know. I like it. Yeah, I like his edge. What I don't like about it is I feel like they're gonna be watching him under a microscope now, and he's not gonna get the benefit of the doubt.
Well, they already were.
Yeah, they already were, but now even more so.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He's not gonna get the benefit of doubt on certain calls. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah,
But-
and being a corner, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Safety, but yeah.
But you know what? I think you're right in a sense. But I think in a sense, because of the incident happened, and just hear me out, I think the spotlight, even though I think the spotlight overall will be on him, but the spotlight will also be because there were comments made from him, right? About how things have been, how the refs have been letting things slide. I mean, you saw the film of that hit in his back too, right?
I almost wish he didn't say anything, to be honest. But
Well, no, I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did, because if you're going to look at one side, when you look at it on film,
Yeah.
guess what? You see what happens on both sides.
I get it, but it just it seemed a little whiny in that way.
I'm just, you know what? It might have sounded whiny, but I think it needed to be done. Just like, and once again, I don't condone violence.
No, that was not
outside
cool.
of the Bay.
It was not cool.
It was not cool what he did.
That could have been really ugly.
It could have. It could have been real ugly.
Thank God all the other players on both sides, no one went into scrap. Everyone went in breakup mode to stop it. No one was not like baseball where they all come running in and throwing.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that in my opinion, it's not all negative. Okay, it's mostly negative. Okay,
yeah,
it's negative that we lost him. It's negative that the incident happened, but I think there's a little bit of light.
I'm almost sick of it already from social media this week.
Well, yeah, and so I've been trying to avoid it myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen a couple of the memes and whatnot, and
so
I mean, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going to talk about the foul, the Jared Goff penalty?
Yeah.
Because I got a lot to say on that.
Okay, let's get into it now, dude.
Yeah, that's.
I don't care. I get it. I understand what they're saying. He wasn't set. Yada yada yada. Whatever your argument is, that I don't care. My argument is this is bullshit, man.
No, it totally was.
It was a lot. Illegal procedure, illegal motion is a live ball foul. You can only call a live ball foul before or during the play. You cannot call a live ball foul after the play is over.
Wait.
And all these people out there saying all touchdown plays are reviewable, all scoring drives. Yeah, they are, but not the penalties aren't. You can't go back and look at a touchdown and then go, oh, well, he face masked or something. You can't do that.
Well, wait, they only called it 2 weeks later.
That's the other thing. And how about Dan Campbell, man? He's opened up a can of worms too, because he's like, they told me New York called down. They called, and the NFL is saying, no, we didn't do that. And the referees are saying we didn't do that. And Dan Campbell's saying, no.
Well,
I was told they got a call.
Okay.
So it was a minute and 20 seconds later. We were getting ready for the PAT formation.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's.
I'm fine with the
BS
penalty.
myself.
I'm fine with the penalty on the play saying it's a legal play because he wasn't set. I'm fine with that. I don't even want to argue that. Whatever. But it's how it was called. You can't do that. So if they're going to start doing that, what? Every touchdown, they're just going to go, oh, a minute, 20 seconds later, oh, he was a false start. You can't call a false start 5 minutes after the play.
No, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that.
No, ridiculous. I agree. And so that's your opinion. Here's my short opinion.
I'm still pissed about that one. And everyone that keeps
I'm pissed too.
And everyone that keeps commenting on social media or calling the radio station going, all scoring plays are reviewable. Yeah, they are. The touchdown part is reviewable, not a live ball foul. You can't do that.
Yeah. Well, and here's my short opinion.
Because you could go back and call a foul on every freaking play if you did that.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, obviously, we could say all we want. We're not going to be able to change anything.
Right.
But I agree with you totally on the time. Okay? I agree with you totally that they just took way too long to call it. And I haven't dug deep into it because I'm kind of pissed still, and I've just tried to avoid. But I've still heard, ex-NFL quarterbacks, I'm not going to say any names, that are sticking to their guns saying that, no, what he did was correct because he never actually got.
He didn't place his hands under center.
He didn't place his hands under the center. So I'm not talking about this as a Joe Donut on the street. I'm talking about analysts and former quarterbacks that are saying, no, as far as I know, the rule hasn't changed. It's been the rule forever. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But I'm going to change the subject because
I'm not blaming the loss on that game, on that play.
No.
I'm frustrated that they threw the flag a minute 20 seconds later in what appears to be the NFL calling down to the refs.
Well,
that's what happened.
But since they're
denying that, but
so since we're kind of on that theme, let me switch this. Let me throw this out again at you, and let me change the subject a little bit, okay? Because I knew you were going to bring this up. I didn't think you'd bring it up right away, but I'm glad you did, bro. Because
I said,
now,
let's get into it.
I'm going to bring up, since we're talking about refs and we're talking about calling New York. Man, don't you like all those penalties that Casey had that day?
I'm not that critical.
Yeah.
I'm not as critical about that as everyone else is. I'm not as critical about that as everyone else is. We only had 4. So, it's not... And they actually had 2. We declined them. So, I'm not as critical about that as everyone else is. I kind of like the way they let them play. They kind of let them both play.
No, I like that, but I'm looking at the whole picture, and here's the whole picture in my eyes. Okay? Mm-hmm. Kansas City was a mess before that week.
Yep.
They were coming off of a loss.
Conspiracy theory.
They were coming off of a loss. Mm-hmm. They're at home.
Yep.
And who's kind of like America's new team?
You don't think they played good, though? I think they played good.
Who, them?
Yes.
No, they did.
They outplayed us.
They played so good they got no penalties that day. That's my point. They were perfect. What do you mean did they play good? Shit, they were perfect.
They outplayed us.
No, they did outplay us. I'm just throwing it out there because it's out there. Okay?
I will make a case that Jared Goff, Montgomery touchdown the first drive could have changed the game, but there's still plenty of time to win the game after that. But I do think that would have changed the momentum of things, but...
Yeah. Well, that opening drive, honestly, that
was a badass drive, man.
It was great.
10 minutes.
But it after that foul was called, it just threw for I think the whole.
Yeah, but that's there's 3 quarters you got to play. They should have won that game. Four plays. That play, Saints drop on the 4th quarter. That pass interference on Kelsey that would have been 4th down. And then Hutch's roughing the passer. Those 4 plays.
Oh, yeah.
Those 4 plays stick out to me. Take those out, or take 1 or 2 of those out, and I think it would have been a different game. But we lost. No one. I didn't think we were going to go 16-1. So
no,
I'm ready to move on from it.
Yeah.
But you know what I wanted to talk about that annoyed me, and I don't hear many people talking about it. I saw it on the game live. When Patrick Mahomes went in the end zone for a touchdown, he threw the ball down at Brian Branch's feet, spun it down at his feet, brushed himself off, and then flexed. Is that not taunting?
That's
Is that not taunting? I know he's the NFL Golden Boy.
There's no such thing as taunting when your name is Patrick Mahomes.
I know he's the NFL Golden Boy, but come on, man.
But that all ties in with the thing.
J-Mo does one little thing. He's a taunting call. He threw the ball at his feet, brushed himself off, and then flexed.
Yeah,
in his face.
And I'm gonna put it out there. See, to me, that's a bitch move.
That should have been taunting, man.
Bitch move.
That was a taunting.
And honestly, I don't like what Professor said. I don't condone what happened with Branch, but I can understand why certain feelings and tensions
All
get
right, you want to hear it?
pent up.
I'll tell you why, because it's all in the script. Here's the script.
Oh, there's a term we
Here's
haven't
the
heard
script.
in a minute.
We haven't said it all year. The script is alive and well. The script is, this is writing itself. Mitchell Damas says the Super Bowl will be Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions.
There you go.
Especially after all this Brian Branch fight. Yes, you watch. It's the script, Walter.
It's
in
the
the
script,
script.
Walter. Yeah.
It's in the script.
You know what? You know what Walter's getting ready to say.
I'm sorry your Bills lost again, Walter,
Yeah.
but they're not going to the Super Bowl.
No.
Frauds.
I'm sorry. We're
No, wouldn't that
experiencing,
be-
we're
isn't that kind of
experiencing
writing
technical
itself? Can you
difficulties
see it?
at this show.
Can you see him on the Super Bowl, like the announcers? So last time these two teams met,
Oh my God.
to play the Brian Branch stuff over and over, and yeah, I can just see it.
It's a script, man. It's just written in code right now, so
in the script.
you're not able to see it. Mitchell
script.
Damas sees everything.
I looked up the Vegas odds for Detroit and Kansas City, those two being in the Super Bowl, and it wasn't crazy odd. Like wasn't the most favorited, but it was
Recently,
It wasn't that
after the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. I forget what the number was. So I don't want to say, but it wasn't. It wasn't like a plus 10,000 or nothing. It was like kind of favored.
Yeah,
It's in the script. I'm telling you.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to rewrite that script.
Today,
That's why they go through. That's why they call them edits.
October 16th. You heard it here. We'll go back to this tape.
Yeah,
in February.
In February.
You go,
No.
remember that?
I do not.
Anyways, man, yeah, it was a tough loss, man. But I do feel they got outplayed.
Well, we did.
It was an interesting game. I'm ready to move on.
It's not that we played really that bad.
No,
but when you got two good teams playing against each other, mistakes matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We made more mistakes than they did, and we didn't capitalize.
We had the better
them.
record though than KC did.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I mean, yeah, I know. I know you love KC, man. You love the red, like a red heart.
cheats. Yes. Oh, and I hate how Mahomes runs. Like he looks like a cartoon character when he runs with his arms waggling. You ever watch those Steven Seagal movies and how he runs with his that's to me how he runs. Oh, God.
But you know why he runs that way? It's probably because he's been running a lot with those Super Bowl rings on his finger and it's been weighing him down. Unfortunately,
I didn't hate the
man.
Chiefs like Walter did, but I'm starting to. I actually last year was even rooting for them in the Super Bowl. I was kind of agreeing with Nate Burleson that we're witnessing greatness. They were a dynasty, and I think I got to admit it. I'm tired of Patrick Mahomes, dude. He's on my nerves.
Because
he's a great player, but I don't know.
Well, it's Patrick Mahomes overload is what it is.
Yeah,
man.
I think that's what it is.
All the commercials he
I don't hate the
does
guy,
and
but
everything
yeah.
else. Yeah, no, I mean, and we as fans, we're competitive fans, right? So we love our Lions, and I understand, but that's why. For some reason, I think Mitchell Damas has got something going on. I got a feeling, man.
No.
I got a feeling that someone slipped him a copy of the script, man.
I just want to say, if you go back to my predictions, that I'm more often right than wrong, and you can look them up.
But that's why you are who you are, Mitchell Damas. Okay, so let's
move on from that game.
Let's move forward. Let's talk about this week because right now it's Thursday, and we got Thursday night football tonight, which
Bengals and Steelers. So it's gonna be Joe Flacco against Aaron Rodgers.
Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't watched any of the Pittsburgh games, so I don't know exactly how Rodgers is playing. But I mean, they're putting together a winning record here.
Rodgers. I watched part of the games.
I don't know what his stats are. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what his stats are, but I've watched parts of some of the games, and Rodgers ain't looking too bad.
That's what I heard.
That was a good fit for him. He needed to make that switch because I think we touched on this on another episode.
They're favored to win the North right now. They're looking good to win the AFC North.
Well, because they're looking pretty good, and I think I touched on this at another episode before that. And keep in mind, we all know that deep down in his heart, he's a Packer, right?
Yep.
So
Is he?
Oh yeah.
deep down in his heart. Well,
I don't
you
know, man.
that's-
Does he have a heart?
Well,
He's a weird dude.
yeah. Well, no, he's weird.
yeah.
He's weird, but I've always respected his talent, and sometimes things happen for a reason. I think he just didn't. I think he would have retired if he had success with the Jets.
Yeah, he would have.
I think he would have retired. I just
Yeah.
don't think he wanted to go out on a sour note.
No.
And I think this was a good move for him because, to be honest, don't get me wrong, he is who he is, and the Steelers have always had a pretty good organization, right? Historically.
Yeah.
So anything can happen. I just don't see them really going real far this year, but they're having
Baltimore's
a
down.
winning season right now.
Cincinnati's down.
Yeah.
The Jets are done. So yeah, they're looking good in the division.
Yeah, they're looking good right now. And so even if he was to leave after one season, at least he's leaving on a better note.
Yeah.
That's
What
the point.
did
I
you
wanted
say?
to
You
get
didn't
to.
see him going anywhere with New York? Is that what you said with the Jets?
Well, yeah, I didn't. You know what I mean?
Does anyone go anywhere with the Jets?
Yeah, poor Jets, man.
Joe Namath was good.
Yeah, that was only a few years ago.
Yeah.
But no, the Jets are really struggling. But I expected them to struggle. I mean, maybe not like this, but you know what? They're actually getting a tad bit better, at least on their defense.
Everyone's
from what I
ripping
saw.
on Aaron Glenn, all that. I know New York fans are frustrated, but
Oh, yeah.
and they're
always
tough
frustrated.
Fans. They're tough fans too, but
Yeah, they got to be
super
tough.
tough. Yeah,
Look at
but-
their teams, Giants and Jets.
I mean, I didn't think Aaron Glenn would win a game yet. I didn't know, but it's going to take time. Like he went into a mess.
Yeah.
Look, when Dan Campbell came here to Lions, I think we won 8 games before we tied one. Like it takes time. He was going into a complete mess. You're gonna have to give him some time because I've already heard talk about people want him fired from New York. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that's why that franchise
Yeah.
isn't doing good because they go through coaches what the Lions used to do. You can't keep going through coaches every year.
No.
And actually, and on that note about switching teams, guys that are almost ready to use walkers, Flacco. I think Flacco's going to do better in Cincy than what he was doing at Cleveland. I know it's not saying a whole lot.
I was
Yeah.
so hoping he beat the Packers. I was so hoping
Hey.
because he would have been the first one to beat a team on 2 different teams
But he was
consecutively
he
because
did-
he beat them on Cleveland beat the Packers
Exactly.
and then he got traded to the Bengals. If he would have beat
I
the
was
Packers,
hoping the
that
same
would have been
thing.
awesome.
And I was hoping the same thing. But
That
you know
was
what?
poetic.
But he was balling. Okay? I mean, think about it. He balled that game and he only had a week of prep. I mean, that's what you call a veteran
I can't
dude.
believe Green Bay
and he
didn't
can
blow them
still
out.
and he can still throw that
Green
ball.
Bay should have blew them out. I couldn't believe it.
But that's what I mean. Okay? I mean, Green Bay has their issues.
By the way, I hate the Packers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I just want to throw that out there, man. I think this is going to be better for him.
I just got a text breaking news. We got an appraisal waiver on one of my deals. Whoop, whoop.
There you
All
go.
right. Big congrats. Awesome.
So, anyways, sorry for that.
Oh, hey.
So it's the little things.
It's the little things, man.
That's why it's the
So
real
let's talk
the
about
real estate.
let's
tailgate.
talk about a little thing called Monday Night Football coming up.
Yeah, those Bucks, Tampa Bay, coming to visit.
Coming
So
into
we'll see what
the
happens.
den, right?
I think we're going to
The
win.
Den.
But when we drop this episode, it's going to be after Monday night. So I think we're going to win. I'm calling a victory.
Yep. And I'm calling a.
You guys are all
Tight.
nervous. David's nervous. I'm not nervous.
You know what? I'm not really nervous. I just know it's
Give
going
my
to be
Jim
a tight
Schwartz
victory.
impression. Don't tell me I'm scared. Schwartzy. I love Schwartzy.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about him the last episode.
Did we?
Yep.
Yeah, because he's the
No, Baker Mayfield's balling out, man. It's going to be a tough game, I think, but I think the Lions will prevail. I think they will win.
Yeah.
I'm calling a win right now, Mitchell Thomas.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I think we're going to win, but I definitely, and I've talked about this in previous episodes, man. Giving a lot of props to Baker, man. That dude, you want to talk about a dude
He's a good
that
quarterback.
not only he's a good quarterback though, but
a good
I mean,
player.
he does whatever he needs to, man.
Yeah.
Besides pulling out some weapons and hurting someone to win the game, and he would if it'd be legal in the game. Seriously, he would.
He's not gonna be able to keep this up.
But
You can't.
No, but
You can't.
he's been
Can't
doing
go
it
whole
off and on
season
for.
coming on comebacks. Like I think the Chiefs proved that last year, like barely winning with those miracle wins, and they went
Luck.
to the Super Bowl and laid an egg. So
Luck.
I'm not comparing them to the
Yeah.
Chiefs. I'm just saying you can't.
Yeah. Well, that was luck, not necessarily skill.
No, I like Baker Mayfield, but sorry, you're going down Monday.
Yeah, and I mentioned this earlier. Todd Bowles is a good coach as well. And so I think that has a lot to do with it. When you've got two good coaches going head-to-head, man, it's kind of a chess match. So that's the only reason why I say that. You got two good teams, running by two good coaches. Both teams have good players. Both teams are kind of in the same boat as far as injuries and whatnot. They're going to go out and battle. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a heck of a game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it will be.
Yeah.
It will be.
So, and I think...
Lions will win.
Yeah, and we mentioned that there's actually going to be two games. There's going to be another game at 10 o'clock in Seattle.
Yeah.
After that game, or that's the second game.
I'll be in my pajamas by then.
Instead of them staggering the games, yeah. But there's two Monday night games. So looking forward to a good weekend of football.
I'm going to call 34-27.
Oh, we're throwing scores out there already.
Really? Okay.
Just throwing it out there. I don't know. I like to do that once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Detroit Lions 34, Bucks 27.
Actually, I think it's a pretty good score because haven't we pretty much been hitting 30 except for this past week as an offense?
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, I think we're gonna hit 30.
Yeah, man. I'm not worried
Yeah,
about
we
the
have.
Lions at all. We're like the number one offense still. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say 31-28.
Yowza.
Wow.
31-28.
He just wants to say Jake Bates field goal. That's what I
Jake Bates, that's my boy right there.
Dude, he's the real MVP.
That's my boy, man. I keep thinking about that body block that he threw. Man, just when I thought he couldn't do anymore.
Yeah.
There
he
I
goes.
love that dude. But anyway, okay, so is there anything else we want to touch on with our Lions?
I think that covers it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm ready to put the KC game behind us.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a loss I wasn't that upset about, but it's just been so much talk all week about everything we talked about that's gone on. I think everyone needs to put that behind us and just move on.
Well,
Right?
I don't think we mentioned it during the taping. I think we right before, but remember, after this game, the following week is our bye.
Yep.
And that's one of the things that we're looking forward to, our players coming back the rest of the season, right? Some of the guys that have been...
So, rumor Aleem McNeil's going to play Monday. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah. But if not...
But with Branch out now, maybe adding a piece to the line would help,
Well, I don't know if you heard. I just heard today that we signed a safety that was on the practice squad of... It's someone that played for...
And Kirby's hurt too.
I
hope Kirby's playing.
It's someone that played for either Kansas City or the Panthers for the last couple of years, but they just came off of someone's practice squad, maybe Phillies. I can't think of the name. I just heard a blip on it on the radio. So we did sign another safety today. So, and probably to be active. I mean, anyone that we're signing, they're either going to be on the practice, and even the guys on the practice squad, they end up dressing in their active on game day.
Dan Skipper started the other day.
Yeah, for defense. So, we're trying to hang in there. We're just doing what we got to do, right? I mean, that's just what we've been doing. That's what we did all last year. Mm-hmm. Just doing what we got to do.
Just remember, fellas, the script.
So,
all right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. And
what do you want to talk about now, brother?
Well,
football.
Let's talk about some more football because we need to just touch on the college game. I don't think I talked about it much in the last
surprised
taping.
Walter hates Kansas City so much because Michigan cheats too. I had to throw that out there.
I'm sorry, folks. We were experiencing more technical difficulties. This episode is going to be delayed a bit.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I didn't watch that game, but I heard Michigan lost.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. And I actually watched part of the game because they were playing USC, and I thought it was going to be a better game than it was. I mean, no disrespect, but USC kind of manhandled Michigan, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was another one I had to turn off.
But, with that said, USC is playing some good ball this year. They're looking pretty good. I've watched parts of their games. I saw most of the game earlier in the season when they played Michigan State. I saw parts of another game. I mean, they are a formidable opponent in the Big Ten this year.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
So wait, USC's in the Big Ten now.
Yes.
See, I don't.
Yes.
And UCLA.
Yep.
I can't.
So,
with this.
So,
how many? Was there like 82 teams in the Big Ten now? Didn't it used to be 10?
yeah, I think there's 83.
Yeah. Maybe 84.
But since we're talking about the Big Ten,
Yep.
and we're talking about college ball,
Yeah.
I probably didn't bring it up last week, but I'm bringing it up this week
Yeah.
because my Buckeyes,
Who?
the Ohio State Buckeyes,
They won.
and I just want to throw some stats out. I forgot
Oh
to
boy,
do this.
he's got stats.
Well, this is just something to think about.
Yes, we get it. They're 6-0.
Yep, they're 6-0. And two things.
Yes.
First of all, who is their
Underwood.
defensive
Oh,
their defensive coordinator at Ohio State?
Matty P.
It's not one of my favorite guys, but I respect the hell out of him and his ability because let me run these numbers by you.
Does he still have that stupid pencil in his ear?
Yeah, he still does. Okay.
God's sake.
And this is the only reason I'm bringing it up. Before last week, through 5 weeks, opponents against the Ohio State Buckeyes have only scored 25 points total in first 5 weeks. Last week, 16 was scored against us.
Yes.
So a total of 41 points through 6 weeks have been scored against our defense. And, of course, our offense has only scored 221 points in 6 weeks. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay? And we are, as you said, 6-0, undefeated, reigning champions. I'm getting my brag on this week, in case you can't tell.
I was going to say, all right, this ain't the Ohio State Buckeyes
I'm
show.
sorry. If you want to listen to this portion, you have to pay at our Patreon page. This is not going to air on our regular YouTube channel.
Man, I always forget that our editor's a Michigan dude. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there. Okay, so enough about the Buckeyes.
What about the Irish?
Well, the Irish isn't in the Big Ten.
Yeah, but it's still college
and
ball.
they're still number one in their own conference.
That's right.
We took care of business.
Yeah, they did take care of business.
USC this weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be a good. It's going to be a good game.
luck.
I expect Notre Dame to come out on top. Now that they're rolling.
And they're a good team, and I like our coach. He's a great coach, but man, they got a lot to clean up. I think I watched the NC State game. They just got a lot to clean up.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you can see Coach Freeman getting frustrated too, like with some of the errors and penalties and.
You know what?
Mistakes.
I'm glad you brought that up because I'm gonna bring two things up. The first thing I'm gonna bring up is something I heard, which I never heard it put this way before. But if you think about it, and we've touched on it, but I've never heard it put this way. Nowadays, as a college coach, okay, when you're recruiting, you're not recruiting like you used to. You're not recruiting
college football
for the next few years.
College football's ruined.
Yeah, think about this. When you go out and you're recruiting now, you're recruiting just for one season.
What?
Yeah, because of the portal.
Because of the portal, because of the NIL,
Yep,
because of all the
NIL
money. You're recruiting for a season. Think about that.
No one comes as a freshman, stays the full 4 or 5 years. You can watch them develop.
Not if you're talented.
Nope, they all.
Yep. Even if you ain't, you're probably making a move because you ain't playing. You're trying to go somewhere where you can play.
Yeah, you go somewhere else where you can play. Yep.
So you're only recruiting for that season. It's totally changed. And the second thing, since we're talking about coaching, I've decided that I'm going to stop being a mortgage loan officer. And I'm going to start training to be a football coach because I want to be like Franklin from Penn State that just got let go.
Oh, yeah.
And how much did he get paid?
How much did he get paid? Because he sucked at his job? Think about that, folks. Almost $50 million.
That's a few tamales.
I figure if I start training to be a coach next week,
it should be made illegal.
If I start training to be a coach next week, within a couple of years, I should be able to get an agent to get me a contract for at least $500,000 per season. And then when I suck and I go to leave, as long as I have a good contract written, I'll be set.
It's all in the contract. It's all in the purchase agreement. That's Real Estate 101.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
oh my God,
I just wanted to touch on those things, man. How about that Penn State team? They finally did what they probably should have done a while ago. And it's not that I hate Franklin. I found it hard to believe that.
It's like they were. Yeah, that's a Big Ten team that I don't hate.
Yeah, I can't. They've always recruited talent, and they still do to this day.
They do, and then it's like when it matters, they just.
Yeah, they just can't do anything on the big stage. Yeah, and
it's so sad.
And it's even sadder that they got locked into a contract where they had to pay a coach almost $50 million to just go away.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
but once again,
actually 7.
You know what that shows? That shows how crazy the money and how college football, how crazy it's gotten because they're doing it and they're not blinking an eye. Seriously, think about it. These boosters they got deep pockets, man. If they want something done, they're going to find a way to get it done. Yeah. Okay. And I can talk that way because we all support schools that have deep pockets.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah.
We're all the schools are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
At least the ones that are like the Michigans, the Notre Dames, the Ohio State. We're all doing the same thing. So it's to me it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad,
because
but
it's all about the money now.
Exactly. It's
all about the Benjamins.
I just wanted to bring that up.
That's why I said they ruined college football.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. So, but you
and
try
Roger
to.
Goodell is going to ruin the NFL. He is.
Roger Goodell.
Well, yeah. We touched on this before, but I think we touched on this on the last taping. Remember, I think I brought up the fact that
overseas games.
The overseas games.
Yeah, that was a great save.
And then I saw that there was another overseas game.
I watched the one this weekend. Man, they're all snooze fests too. Those 8:30 in the morning games. I don't know if it was a jet lag or what, but they're all boring ass games.
Well, we talked about it, but I didn't realize it seems like we got one every week now. Because I thought I saw a commercial for another one coming up this week. I could be wrong. I didn't realize there was that many because
I'm not a fan.
Well, I think we talked about
we
that
established
last time.
that last week.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either, but it is what it is, and once again, we have no control over that. But anyway, so a couple things I want to touch on. I think we're footballed out for right now, right?
Go Lions. Beat the Bucks.
Wait, who are you picking tonight? Joe Flacco or Aaron Rodgers? Who's going to win?
Oh,
no spreads, win or lose. Who are you picking?
When I think the Pittsburgh will do it, and the only reason I say that
they're at Cincinnati, but
the only reason I say that is because this is only second week for Flacco. Even though he looked good after 1 week of prepping last week, I think Pittsburgh is rolling, And,
Yeah.
I didn't think he looked good.
And Rodgers is looking, like you said, I think you said you hadn't seen Rodgers play a lot. I've seen him enough. Rodgers is looking good.
Yeah.
And the team is looking good.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm going to take Pittsburgh too. I want to take Cincinnati, but I don't bet with my heart.
You asked a question. I'm just telling you. I think Pittsburgh's going to take it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna agree with the both.
But I'm going to try.
I think it will be.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah,
I just had to get that in.
But I think it's going to be a good one.
All right, it's in the script.
It's in the script.
Well, I just want to touch on a couple of things. I think I touched on this last taping a little bit, but it's that time of year where we've got some of the other major sports teams starting to roll. Red Wings. Let's go Red
Wings won last night 4-1.
Yep.
Yes.
3-game winning streak.
Yes.
We lost the first one of the season.
Yep.
3 in a row win. So
Yo ma.
Yep. So we're going to Stanley Cup. It's all in the script.
There's no script for that.
Yeah.
Only hockey. I mean, football.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. It's just nice to hear. I did see part of the highlights of yesterday's game. But it's just good to hear the word win and Red Wings in the same sentence. So looking forward to catching some of their games.
Yep. 4-1 last night. Empty net goal.
Yep. Empty net goal.
Boom, boom, boom.
And then also Pistons, their last preseason game at LCA here local is tonight, and they start their regular season on the 22nd, which is a Wednesday, and we start off playing the Bulls, our favorite other team, Chicago Bulls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
I don't like anything with Chicago.
Yeah.
Definitely not the Bears. I don't really like the Bulls.
Wow.
I don't like the Blackhawks.
Nope.
No.
Nope. WNBA. I haven't talked about that in a long time or ever, but some props to WNBA because their finals is over and
Boring.
Vegas took it, I think. They swept. It was a sweep. Whatever. I think they play 5. I think it's best of 5. So I think it was a 3-game sweep, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Just to throw that out there.
Mm-hmm. One final thing, because I listened to another show. Have y'all heard, to just circle back real quickly, backtrack to football? Have you heard about what's happened with Mark Sanchez?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about ruining your career?
Yeah. Well, I don't think anyone knows all the details other than obviously there's a lot of videotape as to what happened.
There sure
Everything
is.
I heard, it's all on video.
It's there.
Well, my thing is...
I mean, and the fact is it was a 69-year-old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I mean...
And, have you seen the picture of the dude in the hospital?
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah, yeah, that picture. Now that you bring it up, yeah, he looked like he just came out of a UFC cage.
Yes.
Really?
So,
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the whole story is pretty upsetting, man.
It is kind of. That's what I'm saying. It's sad.
And it's like
upsetting.
he just snapped.
Well, and you know what? I mean, as far as Sanchez goes, nothing against him because I wasn't really a big fan of his or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I know he's been an analyst, right? Like a commentator and analyst. And
yeah, he had a cush.
I always thought that he was kind of like a nice guy. So the first thing, when I first heard it, I'm just going to give you my opinion. The first thing I heard of it, and I heard the story that he was, smelt of alcohol and was slurring his words, stuff like that.
Yep.
To be honest, the first
sprints in the alley.
Well, the first thing that I thought of was maybe someone drugged his drink.
Maybe.
Because it could happen to anyone. I mean,
usually
you think of stuff like that happening to a female or something like that. Mm-hmm. But someone in the public eye that stops at a bar or something like that, you never know what could happen. I mean, heck, it could happen to one of us.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I thought of because I never thought of him as a bad dude. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. Because it sounds like what he did was really bad stuff. Okay? Allegedly. I'm going to throw the word out there. I mean, that'll all be sorted out in the future. But that's the first thing I thought of was, damn, what happened to him? Because in the world we live in, people get drugged, people get poisoned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or maybe he's just an a-hole.
Maybe. So, but
Right?
I'm just going to throw that out there. That's one of the first things I thought of, only because I just don't know a whole lot about him.
Right.
And I just thought he was a good dude.
Yeah.
So.
And now the other thing too, real quickly about that too, one of his exes, Bobby T, who's a model, which if you go on her Instagram, oh yeah. But she quoted.
Oh, is that who's on your screensaver now?
No, it should be though. But she said the incident is not surprising.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
I kind of maybe will take that with a grain of salt.
Because people always
Yeah, it is an X. She said it's an
kick
X.
him while he's down, take a it's an X.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I thought I just...
Yeah.
Yeah, they were supposed to.
Yeah,
they
well-
were supposed to broadcast the game. He was supposed to broadcast the game, the Colts game that
Yeah,
weekend.
that's why he was in Indianapolis.
Yeah, they had to have Brady Quinn fill in. He took a stab at it. Too soon?
Pum.
Too soon?
Yeah. Damn.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
we need more of that. This is what the real estate tailgate is all about.
Wow.
Too soon?
Man.
Oh, not the sharpest blade in the tool shed.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that guy's going to be all right, I think.
Well, that whole story is a little
Right?
confusing,
Yeah.
too.
The whole thing is-
hopefully
he survived, right? He's going to be okay.
Yeah,
I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, he's yeah.
I really,
I mean, but yeah,
man,
but
I was
look-
really upset about it, to be honest with you. I thought it was a terrible story. I'm like,
Well, I
what
thought
the
it was a
hell?
terrible story, too.
This
And the
poor
thing
guy's
that-
just doing his job.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, the thing, too, is the guy's just doing his job. But the thing that blew my mind is he was in an alley
yeah.
at the hotel. And what the heck is Sanchez doing in
In
an
an
alley?
alley.
And
Wind
even in
sprints.
the video,
He was doing wind sprints. That's what they said. He was doing wind sprints, and that guy parked his truck there to clean out the grease,
Yeah.
and he flipped out.
Yep. Yeah. So
I didn't hear that. I just heard that he told the
that's-
guy he couldn't park there.
Yeah, because he was doing wind sprints in the alley. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
So,
witnesses.
well, but,
I mean, I don't. It's all alleged. That's what I heard.
yeah.
So
yeah.
and I with like Walter said, I heard pretty much everything's on video. I heard.
Yes, it is. It very much is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up because it was.
Yeah. Well, it is.
It's current. It's happening, and I mean, you want to talk about throwing away your career like that.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I mean, I would say maybe not quite as the caliber. When I say caliber, I mean like intense as
I didn't really have
Aaron
an opinion on Mark
Hernandez
Sanchez.
stuff.
I didn't really have an opinion of him. I mean, I remember when he played for the Jets. He took him to a playoff game. I didn't really have an opinion, good or bad about it. I wasn't like a fan or nothing, but I mean, I know who he is.
Yeah.
But I was just like, yeah, it's man,
Well, yeah, you don't know what to think because
sad story, bad story. I don't like it.
because there's many people, and I'm just going to throw this out there because this isn't really sports related, but there's many people that really thought that Diddy was a good dude, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, just when I first heard about what was going on, it just kind of blew my mind because I'm like, damn, am I out of touch or something? I never heard of what a freak out was or whatever. But anyway,
Yep.
I just thought I'd throw that out there. So you never know. Like I said, we'll learn more as time goes on.
Stay tuned for upcoming for updates here on the Real Estate Tailgate.
The
Real Estate Tailgate.
All right,
So that's
enough sports.
yeah.
Well, you know what? One other thing that we didn't even talk about. When we taped last time, what were the Tigers doing?
Oh god.
Our Detroit Tigers. We were getting ready to go into the playoffs, right?
Yeah, we did.
And right now, where are we at?
We
Did we win last night?
we have our golf clubs ready.
Oh, we're on the golf course already.
Yeah, we're on the golf course.
Oh, okay.
After 15 innings.
Yeah, I stayed and
my
watched
God,
that
that game
game,
was
man.
15 innings.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Some people love that game.
I knew deep down inside, I knew we were going to lose once Scooble came out the game, but I was just grasping on the hope, watching all those inning after inning after inning.
I have some baseball friends who are big baseball fans. They love that game. I mean,
Well,
actually, like pitcher's duel, like,
Oh yeah.
defensive.
Well, don't get me wrong. It was.
me,
I thought it was a
it
great
was
game. It was
boring.
heartbreaking
Yes.
the
To
way
me,
it
that game
ended.
was so boring to watch. God, it went on forever.
No. It to me, like I said, I stayed
I didn't
up.
like it.
I love those kind of games. I love baseball, but I love those kind of games
Yeah.
because it was every pitcher that they brought in on both sides miraculously did their job, or the defense stepped up.
I watched it. I watched the whole thing.
And it was heartbreaking the way it ended because not just the game, not just the fact that we lost, it's just that because it ended our season.
Yeah.
And it was game 5. It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
So and you kind of knew.
And then I was shocked that Seattle went into Toronto and won. The first game won. Because you know what? I thought for sure I would have bet money they lost that game. So I'm like, well, their pitching staff's depleted now. Like they're gonna they got to play in 3 days. There's no way they're gonna win, and they won.
Not only did they win, okay, I don't know if you're up on it, but I watched the highlights last night after the game was over. Last night Toronto won the first one. It was game 3, but the first 2 games, in my opinion, because you got 2 good teams going at it, were blowouts. I mean, Seattle went into Toronto and blew them out. Mm-hmm. The score, Seattle scored 13 runs, I believe, in the first 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep. 13 runs in the first 2 games added together, not each game. And so I think it was like 13-4. I think.
I was gonna say the one game was 3-1. The other game was 10-3. Yeah.
Yep. 13. It was like 13-4. Okay, between the 2 games.
Right.
And last night, Toronto finally woke up, and the score was like 13-4.
Yep. So the Tigers would have got
I'm
killed.
up on,
the Tigers
I'm
would have
up,
got killed anyways
I'm
because we
up
don't
on
have no
some
runs.
crap, man.
Tigers don't put together no runs, so we would have lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just it. See, when you get to this level, man, I mean, even the Yankees getting knocked out, man, they were putting up some runs at times.
Wow.
I mean, that's just it. You got to have bats. But yeah, I'm not going to harp on it. Our season's over, and we're probably running long on time because of the situation with what happened with this past week with football and everything else.
What's our time? What are we at?
We are at 47.
Okay.
We're kind of long. We got to wrap this.
Yeah,
up.
Well, let's just touch on real estate just a tad bit, okay? Only because we are right now still in the middle of the government shutdown.
Yes.
The federal government shutdown. So I have had some people reach out and ask questions about, hey, is that affecting mortgages? So, for those of you that do not know, I, as a mortgage loan officer, I handle pretty much all of the mortgage products that I refer to as forward mortgages. And the reason I refer to them as forward mortgages is because I'm one of the few crazies out here that I also handle a lot of reverse mortgages.
I had a referral for you, by the way. Did you hear from anyone?
Yeah, I did. Okay. I was going to get with
Talk
you
to you
on that.
after.
Yep. No, I appreciate that. But anyway, a lot of people that do what I do just don't deal with reverse mortgages. It's not that, it's not that I'm better than them or anything like that. It's a totally different animal, and a lot of them just don't want to spend the time learning about it and whatever, because there's a lot to it. But I've been doing this for a while, and I think it's a great product that more people need to know more about. The reason I'm bringing that up is because right now, most reverse mortgages, you're not able to get them done right now with the government shutdown. Okay. And then as far as government loans, you can still get a government loan, get it processed, depending on what lender you're going with. They might tell you that there's no issues at all. But there are some minor issues that some minor things, depending on the situation of the person, are affecting VA loans a little bit. Which, Mike, you're aware of that, right?
Yeah, I'm having an issue right now
with one of your clients or one of your.
One of my listings, not my client, but my client's the listing. The buyer has their own agent, but they're VA, and we've been waiting 3 weeks to get the appraisal ordered because there's an eligibility.
They can't verify
issue.
something.
They can't verify something with, and they're waiting on that, and they're blaming it on the shutdown.
Yeah,
and it's a simple thing to get answered, really, but
and it's the truth. It's because it's in that particular case, it's a little bit different than normal cases.
Right, but
based off what you told me. So
it is
yeah.
due to the shutdown.
Yeah. And then with us taping now.
The big story is, it's not affecting most, but it can. And it is slightly.
It can.
Certain, yeah.
Yeah. And especially, I think I mentioned this to you earlier, a lot of people might not have heard it. It was a little blip on the news with some of the layoffs going on. But the administration just laid off a bunch of HUD employees. Okay. And HUD is the entity that backs FHA loans. So we've already noticed getting some information in certain cases for certain clients has been a little bit slower at times.
Are they laid off because of the shutdown or laid off?
They're laid off because of the shutdown, from what I heard.
Okay.
I guess you would use the term furloughed, but
okay.
As we're hearing, some people being furloughed, they're trying to actually terminate them permanently. So
Yikes.
they laid off a bunch of IRS employees and a bunch of HUD employees, just so you know. Okay. And with rural development actually is affected as well.
I heard those are at a hold, right?
Yep. Yep. Those have been
not
affected.
even attempt one right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at a standstill, I heard. Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, as far as I know.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because
Right.
that's usually the case. So because of the way that those particular loans are set up. So I just wanted to at least touch on that.
Yeah.
And with the shutdown, we're not getting our normal economic data reports that we would normally get. So rates have been kind of floating. They're not really spiking up or going down as much. So we're not getting that seesaw effect as much, which in a way is kind of good. Okay. So anyone that's out there looking to buy or refinance, if you have questions, you need information, please feel free to reach out. I'll make time to have a discussion with you. Even if you just got questions about rates in general. Okay. But you can reach out. Dave Underwood, Top Flight Home Loans. Best to call or text 248-219-3457. Mike, how can they get a hold of you?
Mike Mitchell, call or text 586-291-2652.
And, by the way, we have a mutual client that we just got cleared to close on their loan today.
Yes.
Right before
we
started taping.
Yes.
Yep.
Another closing for me and the professor together.
Yep. Awesome.
I like it. We've done a lot of deals this year.
Yeah. A great client buying a great home.
Yes.
That's a sharp home.
It's a great story, too. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out
I'm
there.
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for her, too. Real happy. And I just want to throw the thanks and shout-outs out there. Doc Walter Hooper of Hooper Marketing.
What up?
Thank you, man, for everything
thank
as
you.
always.
Thank you, guys.
Shout out to the Knot where we do our tapings.
Yeah.
Shout out to our favorite brewery.
That's right. Baffin.
Baffin Brewery, yes, sir.
Mug members, all three of us.
And until next time, go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Lions, please.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.